What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Unspeakable Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Armour Movement Mod for Minecraft 1.6.4. This is an absolutely amazing mod. I've always wanted to review this mod before, and today is the day that I'm going to do it. So most of y'all might have heard of this mod before, but it's a pretty popular mod, but I have never heard of it until a few weeks ago, and now I'm in love with it, so I decided to review it. So you're probably wondering, what the heck am I standing on? Well, this thing I kind of made, and I'm actually really proud of it because it's really freaking cool, but we will use this thing to test our armor movement. So basically what this mod is going to do is going to add in these different armor movements. If you go under the armor movement tab in creative, you will see all these different things like grappling hooks, scuba helmets, gliders, parachutes, life vests, helicopter hats, and all this awesome looking stuff. So today we are going to test out all those things, and we're going to show you the crafting recipes for them. So we're going to go one by one. We're going to go to the grappling hook, and then we're going to move all the way down to the very last thing, which is the flipper. So we're just going to do them in order, basically. So the grappling hook, I'm going to show you the crafting recipe first, and then I'm going to show you how it works. So for the grappling hook, the crafting recipe is really simple with 3 iron ingots, a stick, and a string. And the grappling hook is basically, well, it's a grappling hook. I mean, what would you expect it to do? So you can kind of right click and you can see a grappling hook come out, and wherever it lands, it will teleport you there. So it's kind of like a ender pearl on a stick, basically, or an ender pearl on a string, basically. So just take it as that. So if I were to land on top of this, I don't think I can land on top of this because it's kind of too tall. But if I were to land somewhere up there, if I can get it up there, then yeah, I can kind of get up there, and it's pretty cool. So it could be very useful for climbing mountains or very steep cliffs that you cannot get up or have trouble getting up, and have, like, you don't want to place blocks, so you can just use your grappling hook. And also this does have a durability bar on it, so you can't really use it forever. And also be careful of fall damage, because if you don't actually land on the block and you just kind of glitch off of it and you fall, then you kill yourself, that would be like a total fail, and I would probably laugh at you. But anyways, next we have the one and only scuba helmet, and the scuba helmet is going to be crafted really simple with a piece of dirt. I didn't know it was that easy. Okay. Or it's going to be crafted with a few pieces of leather and a glass pane. I didn't know it was just, why does it show the dirt right there? I don't know. Okay, I guess just go by this crafting recipe. But anyways, what this is going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go into game mode 0. I'm going to put on my scuba helmet, and I look really cool with the scuba helmet on. It actually looks like I kind of have a scuba helmet on. And you notice I have a little bit of armor. And if we hop underwater, you will notice that my bubbles are not going down because I have a scuba helmet on and I can breathe underwater. So my bubbles right there will not go down. Usually they would be going down, but they're not going to go down since I have my scuba helmet on. So basically you can stay underwater for a pretty long time. So let's go ahead and go back into game mode 1. Let's take off our scuba helmet, and let's go over here and let's move on to the gliders. Now the gliders are probably going to be one of my favorite ones. Let's go ahead and go back over into game mode 0. I know this is going to get annoying switching, but we have to go and see the crafting recipe for the gliders. Now the gliders is going to be crafted with a leather tunic, 2 pieces of paper, 2 pieces of string, and 4 sticks. And basically what this glider is going to allow you to do is glide through the air. So I kind of have like these wings on my back, and it's really freaking awesome. And by the way, you can activate, well, now we're going to have to get into the things where we have to activate the thing. So we can't just jump off and then it will start gliding. We have to press F. So when we press F, you can see that I am going to glide around, and it's just absolutely insane. So, but remember, press F when you jump off, because if you just jump off, then you're going to fall to your death and die. So right when I jump up, press F, and you can also use this as kind of a boost, I guess. So you can run, sprint, jump, press F, jump, press F, jump, press F, and you can kind of use that to get across the land very well. Obviously, if you wanted to get down a mountain very fast too without hurting yourself, then you could also do that with your awesome gliders. So next, let's take a look at what is next. We have Heelies. Oh, these things are freaking amazing. Okay, so the Heelies right here are going to be crafted with an ender pearl, 2 iron ingots, normal leather boots, and 2 pieces of string. So whoops, if we go ahead and put on our Heelies, we don't need to, I don't think we need to press F for these. Do we? Actually, yeah, we do need to press F, but we don't need to go into survival mode. We can stay in creative mode. Basically what you're going to do is these Heelies are basically like skater shoes, I guess you could say. So once we're running, we can press F and we will actually start sprinting faster. So you can basically just activate your sprint whenever you want to. So if you notice, okay, I'm going to show you what a normal sprint is. So here's a normal sprint, and then I press F, and then here's the Healy sprint. So it would be very, very useful for getting across large acres of land if you had like a big farm or something like that, or if you just want to get across something really freaking fast. So next we have the Jetpack, which is probably going to be one of my favorites. Sadly, I should have saved this for last, but oh well. So first you're going to have to craft a glider, because you are going to need a glider. So remember, a glider is crafted just like this, and then you're going to take that glider and you're going to add 2 blaze rods next to it and 4 iron ingots, and that will give you a awesome looking jetpack. Jetpack doesn't look really much different than the glider. It just has little jetpack things right there. So I believe this jetpack works by pressing the space bar. Okay guys, whoops, that was my bad. You actually have to have coal in your inventory to power the jetpack and a few other items, which I will get into. So to power the jetpack, you don't have to be in survival mode, you can be in creative mode, but you have to use coal. So I'm going to actually switch back over to game mode 0 so you can see that I'm not flying. And once we have coal in our inventory, we can hold down space, and you can see there's little flames below us too, and we can just activate the jetpack. So it's really awesome. It's really cool how it flies too, because you can really like control yourself. You can actually control yourself a lot better than you could, or than I thought you could. So if I go to F5, you can kind of see how the jetpack works. You can kind of see the flames, and it's just awesome. It's actually really freaking cool. I am in love with the jetpack. This is probably going to be one of the best things in the mod. So I'm not in creative. You can tell that I am flying with the jetpack, so that is pretty freaking awesome. Remember that you do need coal in your inventory. Sorry about that. I did not know that you need coal in your inventory. So next, let's take a look at, let's see what is next. Next we did the jetpack. Now we have these spring boots. Oh la la. Now we have spring boots. Okay, so the spring boots right here are going to be crafted by, where are the spring boots? Okay, the spring boots are really crafted, really simple, with a piston and leather boots. Kind of makes sense because obviously they're like spring. So basically these are going to be kind of like the jetpacks, but you can't fly as much as the jetpack. So basically you can kind of bounce your way out, and you can just bounce yourself around. Like when you're holding space, the longer you hold space, the higher you will go. So for example, if I were just to tap space, you wouldn't go that high. If I were to hold space down, you go up a little bit, then come down. So that's kind of like, you know, spring boots. I think they're pretty cool and pretty sick. So let's go back into creative mode, and let's go ahead and take these bad boys off, and let's go into what do we have next? We have ice skates, and then we have the mountain boots. Okay, so these things are going to be pretty cool. The ice skates are kind of self-explanatory. Sadly, we don't have any ice around here, but the ice skates, all they're going to do is basically they are just like the Heelies. They are just like the Heelies that make you run very fast, but they only work on ice. So for example, if you were to move along large glaciers of ice, then those would be very useful for that. So they're just like the Heelies, except for they only work on ice. So those are the ice skates. Let me go ahead and show you the crafting recipe for that, for those of you that are interested. Crafting recipe is really simple, with 3 iron ingots and leather boots. And then we have mountain boots that are crafted with 2 iron ingots and leather boots. Now the mountain boots are actually pretty freaking cool. I'm going to show you these bad boys. So basically the mountain boots, what they're going to do is they're going to allow you to crawl up vertical walls. If I just go up to the wall simply, I'm going to go into survival mode, so you don't think I'm cheating or anything, but if I just go up to the wall and just run into it, I can just pretty much go up the wall and just climb straight up it. Now, usually will not go all the way up the wall for some reason, but you will go like most of the way, so you can, I don't know, for some reason, maybe that's like the max height, but you do want to be aware of the fall damage. So you can just climb up walls like this, and it's pretty freaking awesome. You can just get up. So I'm assuming that's like the max height you can climb up, because I can climb up this one easily and just get right on top of it. So I'm guessing that's like the max height, I guess. So yeah, but be careful for the fall damage, because you definitely want to look out for that. Let me go ahead and take these bad boys off, and let's go back into creative mode, and let's take a look at what do we have next. We have the helicopter hat. Ooh, this one is really cool. So the helicopter hat is crafted with 3 iron ingots, a stick, and a leather cap. The helicopter hat, you can just put it on your head, and I look like I got a leather hat on, but actually I can't really see the top of the hat. But the top of the hat actually has like a little helicopter thing. But yeah, so let's go ahead and show you what the helicopter hat does. Okay guys, so the helicopter hat actually requires coal. Totally forgot about that. So the 2 things that require coal in the game are going to be the jetpack and the helicopter hat. So we have some coal in our inventory, and if we hold spacebar, this one is going to be very simple to the jetpack, as you can see, but I don't think it's as good as the jetpack. I honestly think the jetpack is a little better. It kind of bounces you around a little bit. And no, I'm not flying. I am using the helicopter hat, because you can tell there's smoke kind of coming out of my hat. So this one is going to be very similar to the jetpack, but I honestly think the jetpack is better. So if you have enough crafting tools to craft the jetpack, I think the jetpack would be a lot more cool. I mean, it's a freaking jetpack. Like, seriously, who does not want a jetpack? So next, let's take a look at the one and only life vest, and then we have a parachute, and then we have flippers. So the life vest is going to be pretty cool. Let me go ahead and change the time so we don't run out of time here. The life vest is going to be crafted with just a whole bunch of yellow wool, and you're going to leave one space out in the middle top row. So the life vest, what it's going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you not to sink in water. So if we go ahead and go into game mode 0, and let's go back here. Ooh, we're about to die because we're jumping off the thing with all those mountain boots. But if we go into the water, and if you notice, I'm not pressing any of the keys on my keyboard, and it keeps me afloat. Even when I just go straight and keep moving, it will keep me afloat. There's basically no way I can go underwater. Even when I crouch, I mean, I just cannot go underwater. So that's what the life vest does. So for example, if you're like AFK and your friend like pushes you off a cliff and he thinks it's funny, well, you can have your life vest on and he won't think it's any funny anymore because you got your life vest on. He's like, haha, you can't drown me no matter what he does. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Life vest, pretty awesome. One of my favorites because I think it's extremely useful and definitely very different. Next, we have a parachute, and then our last but not least is going to be our flippers. So the parachute is going to be crafted really simple with 3 leather, 4 strings, and a leather tunic. So if we go ahead and throw on this parachute, I do not believe this one doesn't require coal, but you're going to have to activate it by pressing F. So if we were to jump off this and we were to press F, it would kind of just glide us down. I do not believe it deploys a parachute like the parachute mod that I reviewed a few weeks back, but I believe it just acts as a parachute. So it's going to be kind of similar to a glider. So if we jump off this and then we were to press F, it would glide us down. If you do not press F, then you will not glide down. So let me go ahead and go into game mode 0 so I can kind of prove to y'all that it works, so you don't think like I'm flying or anything. So if I go ahead and jump off, press F, and then it will slowly glide us down. So that is pretty freaking awesome. So let's go back into creative and let's look at our very last thing, which is the flippers. Now these are actually one of my favorite things. Now I told you that the jetpack was my favorite, but this is going to solve all those annoying Minecraft water problems. Do you hate it when you go across the water? For example, if I had to swim over to that island and get something, it would take forever, wouldn't it? Because you'd just be sitting here like this and just going across here, and it just takes so long to swim across waters. Well, these flippers right here are going to solve your problem. You can craft them really simple with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of leather and 2 sticks, and that will give you your flippers. Let me go ahead and throw these bad boys on, switch over into survival mode, and show you what they can do for you. So basically, you walk kind of slow on land, actually about the same speed, I believe, but you can't really sprint. You can't really sprint on land, but I don't think it doesn't look like flippers would look like in real life. They just kind of look like boots or leather boots, but you can jump in the water and you can go really fast in the water. It's basically like I'm sprinting on land, but I would be in water. No, I'm not flying. I'm in survival mode. So now we can get to this island like 5 times faster. Now that would have took me like 5 times longer. Let me try to go back and show you how slow it is back. Now this is as fast as I can go in water. That is extremely slow. So if we were to go ahead and throw on a flippers, even underwater, it's fast. You can even go fast underwater or when you're like kind of above the surface. Now, if you have the life jacket and the flippers, you can just sit here and hold the W key and just glide along the whole entire ocean if you want to. So it'd be really, really useful if you're trying to get to another piece of land and getting to some big ocean. But remember to take them off or you will not be able to sprint on land like you normally will. So really, guys, that is going to be about it for the Armour Movement mod from Minecraft 1.6.4. Hopefully you've enjoyed this mod. It adds in these amazing items that will really help you in your everyday Minecraft, especially the flippers, parachutes, grappling hooks, getting up mountains, basically everything you need to be better in Minecraft, I guess you could say. But really, guys, that's going to be about it. Ratings are definitely appreciated. And yeah, I'm on Scuba Gaming, and I will see you guys later. Peace.